You know how we say one house, two houses, but we don't say one mouse, two mouses? It seems so simple on the surface, but when you really dig into singular and plural nouns, English is just full of these fascinating and, let's be honest, sometimes frustrating little surprises. So today, we're going to make sense of them all.
Exactly. This is what I'm talking about. We all know it's one cat, two cats. That's easy. But then you get to one man, and suddenly, why isn't the plural mans? It's this exact kind of delightful weirdness that we're going to unravel today.
All right, so to really get a handle on the exceptions, the weird ones, we have to start with the foundation. Let's break down the most basic principle of all, the rule of one. Look, at its heart, it really is this simple. A singular noun just means there's only one of something. A single car, one book. A plural noun, on the other hand, means there's more than one. 2 cars, 100 cars. You get the idea. This simple distinction is the bedrock of how we count things with our words. But as you're about to see, things get complicated, and fast. Now the good news is that for most words in English, there's a really simple, reliable shortcut to making them plural. This is the standard rule, the one you can count on pretty much all the time. So here it is, the workhorse of plurals. For most everyday nouns, like hot dog, you just tack an S on the end to get hot dogs. Boom, done. Now, if a word ends in a kind of hissing sound, like the cha in watch, we add es just to make it easier to say. You know, watches flows way better than watches. And for words ending in y, like city, that y turns into ies to become cities. This one set of rules covers the vast majority of words you're ever going to use. But this is where English gets its personality. Some of the most common words we use every single day completely ignore that simple S rule. They are the rebels, the absolute rule breakers of the grammar world. And here they are, in all their glory. Take a look. There is no S anywhere in sight. Person becomes people. Man becomes men. Child becomes children. These words don't just add a letter, they change their entire form. A lot of these are actually leftovers from older forms of English, and honestly, memorizing them is kind of a rite of passage for every English speaker.
All right, so you've seen the main rule and you've met the rule breakers. Now it's time to put all that new knowledge to the test with a quick little challenge. You think you're ready?
Okay, time to put on your editor's hat. In the paragraph we're about to look at, there are 13 mistakes with plural nouns hiding in plain sight. I'm going to read it out loud. See how many you can catch.
Okay, here we go. Listen closely. I come from a big family. There are 9 people in my immediate family. My parent, my 3 brothers, my 3 sisters, and me. My extended family is much bigger. It includes my 4 grandparents, 14 aunt and 14 uncle. My aunt and uncle all have children, so I have many cousins. 10 of my cousins are boy or men, and 12 of them are girl or woman. When my family has a party, sometimes 50 or 60 relatives come to our house. That sounded a little clunky, didn't it?
So how'd you do? Let's go over the answers. We needed parents, sisters, grandparents, and so on. Now a really common mistake is that one in the middle, children's. The word children is already plural, so it never ever needs an extra S. Now just listen to how much better it sounds when it's all correct. My parents, my 3 sisters, so I have many cousins. Sometimes 50 or 60 relatives come to our house. See? It just flows so much more smoothly.
Okay, so we've played a little game, we've found some errors, but why does mastering something this small actually matter in the real world? Well, it's about way more than just passing a grammar test.
And here's the bottom line. Getting these small details right is like tidying up a messy thought. It takes that jumble of ideas in your head and turns it into a clear, sharp, and professional message. Correct grammar isn't just about following rules. It's about making sure your ideas land with the power and the clarity they truly deserve. It shows you care.
And that's our deep dive into plurals. Getting them right is a huge step, but as we know, English is just full of these fascinating quirks. So I'll leave you with this question to chew on. What's another English grammar rule that always makes you stop and think for a second?